Good morning, everyone. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday morning? Hope you're doing well. I myself am doing great. Gonna be a nice, lazy Sunday morning. Morning, Michael. Looks like it's just me and you here today, buddy. Sure, more people will file in shortly. I did figure out why. Well, I didn't figure out why, but I figured out what was causing my views to slip so bad on my shorts. And I'm actually on I'm on creator support right now. Trying to figure it out again, but let's talk about what I had in my pockets last night. So I took my Dremel with me to work last night because I needed to work on this knife, and it's my Kamano. Had that in my front pocket. Then I had their other knife the Aurelia in my back pocket. I tuned it, but I did a very nice flipper tab delete on this one last night. I got that curve just about perfect. Good morning, Ed. I got it to match up perfectly back here, and then I tried to match the curve. I tried to make it stop right there, even with that little milling. So that all looks great. But no more flipper tab on this one. I sold the other one I had that had the flipper tab delete, so I had to do one on mine. And then in my back left pocket, I had this. My Vespa again. She's asking me if I'm still there, and I'm saying yes. I wonder if I'm supposed to broadcast that creator support chat. Probably not, but I know what I can show you. I can show you this. So, during the last 7 days, my views have dropped 93%. And this is just for shorts. It's 90% less than the previous 7 days. And the likes. And the reason that is because for the last 7 days, all my views have been coming from YouTube search. 72% of them. And normally 78% of them comes from the YouTube Shorts feed. So they're not putting me in the Shorts feed. Morning, drummer. So I'm talking to creator support right now, but these numbers you can clearly see. Shorts feed is normally 78% of my views, and this week it's been 11% of my views. And so therefore my views have dropped 93%. And 93% is not a cool number. Yeah, that's not cool. I mean, don't shadow ban me. Yeah, anyway, I did at least kind of figure it out this morning. Then I also had this in my pocket last night, which is that Toad X, and man, this thing makes some really good noise. Like, I don't know if you can hear that ring. Got a really cool click and a really cool ring. But I've been playing with this thing all night. Pretty cool. Screen seems a little bright this morning. Let me see if I can fix that. I don't know why it changes. I don't change anything, but that looks better. Exposure. I can hear her when she chats me. She's asking me if I'm still there. Yeah, it's got that nice ting. And one side is louder than the other. I can't remember. Can't figure out which. Oh, it's pretty loud. Pretty cool little fidget thing. I've been trying to figure it out. And then this other, I don't know, this vibrating noise is really wild when you hold it like that and then throw it up. And it's like teeter-tottering on the edge. Hopefully you can hear that as it goes up past the microphone. Pretty wild little sound. These things are cool, though. Good morning, Kelly's Mishmash. So, I did not get any new knives in yesterday. But like I said, I did do the mod on this one, and I'm really happy with how even I got that curve. And it's got that cutout right here. So initially when I did it, it was flat all the way across here, and it came to about right here. So then I put that choil in there, and I tried to match it up with where it hits on the milling there. So I tried to make it like go straight across right there. So yeah, that one turned out good. All right, she just said something to me. Let me see what she said. All right, she's just giving me the same BS form letter that they gave me last time. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and listen to her. Just tell me the same crap. They've got preform responses that they give people whenever they ask them questions. Morning, William. This thing is loud. I found the good side. All right. Let's see. What else we're going to talk about today? Yeah, y'all smash that like button and help a brother out. I'm not going to sit here and keep chatting with her. So we're going to go look at some knives. Let's go over to the web browser here in a second. And I did order those skiffs yesterday for that knife. Let's see what we got here. How many is too many? Not that many. I did get a hold of Paul yesterday. So, let's see what she's saying. Hold on. I don't know if I'm breaking any kind of policy if I show the chat on screen, so give me just a half a second. Yeah, she gave me her little form response, and I just said, okay, thanks. She said, you're welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with? And I said, no. So they're basically just going to do what they're going to do regardless of what I tell them, which kind of sucks, but oh well. And there's this guy on here that keeps talking about crazy knife handle material, and he expects that, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. He posted one with some cabbage. All right. Well, that's not very nice. Well, I should have known by his name. Shouldn't have ever clicked on his account. Wow. But yeah, somebody in this forum was posting some weird handle materials like cabbage and some other stuff. And I guess they think that people can make composites look like anything because they can do it with AI, so why can't they really reproduce that? I was trying to find those pictures. Yeah, I don't know where. Oh, cabbage has two B's, doesn't it? Yep, I think it does. Yeah, he had some really weird. I don't know where it was. cabbage handle. He had a purple cabbage drawn up. I don't know if anybody else saw that. But it got me thinking about weird knife handle material. Yeah. Cabbage knife handle. There was an image on Reddit, and it looked like this. It looked like that exact picture, but on the side of a knife. And he was saying we needed our knives to start having some different stuff. And I guess somebody could make something that kind of looked like that cabbage. Morning, TC. But it wouldn't look exactly like cabbage. But it was a weird post. I wish I could find it. But yeah, he had a picture like this that he cut out and used AI to make a knife handle. And it was on Reddit. New Migarons. Freedom Knife Shop has discounts. Talked about that yesterday. Oh yeah, I wonder what y'all thought about that. It slides back and forth on the stone. That's a very weird sharpener, but it should work if you use it correctly. But what an odd thing. I guess you can adjust this angle, hopefully, but it looks like it's kind of preset. I don't know. It slides back and forth, I guess. I want to actually see that thing. Venture Precision Knife Sharpener. Oh, it's from Wicked Edge. Huh. What a weird thing. I guess that angle is preset. Is it at 20 degrees or? I mean, that should work pretty good in theory. Can you use stones that you already have? That's what I want to know. What's this other video? So I guess that angle is probably about a 20 degree. See if it tells us down here. Dual side, 20 degrees. Yep, 20 degree every time. Yeah, there'd be no way to use the whole stone, William. You're right. Because that little thing is always going to hit. Says set at 20 degrees, but here's more guides. You can get a 15, a 17, and a 25 for 28 bucks more. And then you got to buy two of them because they don't come in a. They better come with two. What does it say? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Huh. First time I seen one of those. Kind of weird. I don't know where they had them for 18 bucks. Oh, that looks like one of those Facebook ads where they scam you out of your credit card number. I wonder if they make a AliExpress has one. We need to find the clone and check it out. So a lot of people got their Dixons in yesterday or the day before. A lot of people talk about how much they love them, that they're the greatest knife ever. There's a breakdown of the inside of it already. Looks fairly simple. Nice detent ball. Nice bearings as usual. Everything looks good. It's even got a blade ramp. Got a nice blade ramp. Perfect blade ramp, actually. Morning, Scott. Yeah, that blade ramp on the blade looks really nice. Perfectly centered. But yeah, a lot of guys talked about how it's their favorite clone so far. Yeah, there it is. It does look like it's got pretty good action. Just drop shut. And that blade ramp should help it close real easy. Still just not sure about that pattern. I don't know why they did the milling over top of that pattern. Yeah, the Heldorados have finally shipped. I meant to mention that to you guys. Somebody asked for some new chamoises to be made, like those two. Hopefully we'll get one of those soon. There's one of those Spectres that they only had 5 of. They look pretty nice. No branding on it, which I like. Hence the Ghost Spectre. Somebody asked about that knife, and mine got lost. At least he figured out it was the Rexford Singularity C clone. I think that was more than I did. I found out it was a Rexford, but I didn't find the exact one. And that is the right model, but doesn't look the same. See. Yeah, that is the right model. That big pivot. But yeah, I can't believe they lost mine. And the guy that sells these on AliExpress is one of those shady. Good morning, B Shady. Sorry to say shady and B Shady at the same time. But he's one of those sellers who just started up, I guess, because he won't give me a refund. He's gonna make me wait a whole nother month until the time runs out, even though he found out it got lost. He's trying to get reimbursed from his importer / shipper before he refunds me. Yeah, somebody posted this full dress Ator yesterday. But yeah, he's going to wait till the importer refunds him for losing it. or whatever before he refunds my money, which sucks. Yeah, Ed's got some bangers coming this week. A Raku and Voodoo and a Synapse XL. I could kind of show you versions of all those knives. Two of them would be real. And the other one would be, I don't even know where they're at. Oh, there it is. There's the Snaps. And then there's the little one. That's those two. And then the other two are in a different case because they are real. Because they don't make fake ones that I know of. That's not why I've got real ones. I got real ones because... Oh, you did order one? William, that's cool. Let us know how long the shipping takes. Let's see. The Raku is this one, right? Yeah, that's the Raku. And then this is the Voodoo. I did not buy any pins from AliExpress, Scott. I'm going to, though. Yeah, these have that wax on them. I put wax on all my Knoll knives. And I swear this looks like a green. Does that not look green? I believe it's supposed to be black, but why does some of the black micarta look green? This Raku, I think the Raku has that blade shape. And then the Raiden has this blade shape. Got more room today on the mat. I put a bigger mat down so that I could zoom out the camera and have a little more room. Might as well bust the other two out while we're here, because I got 3 of them out. I still need to get... What was that? Did I just drop a knife in the floor? Yes, I did. That was not cool. I dropped my Malibu. I didn't even know I had it in my lap. That looks a lot like the Raku. Well, similar. Got that little sweep, though. I got to find a home for that. Actually, I've got a home for that. I just don't have a home for... Running out of room, guys. I'm running out of room again. And I don't like it. I did order those skiffs, I said, for that Doc Fisher. I guess I'm going to have to pull my... I guess I might pull like this knife out, CMB made blades, in order to make room for all the rest of these. But those are great knives you got coming this week, Ed. I've got a few coming, but nothing that nice. All right, now if I put these two up, my case is full. So I don't have room for this one. This thing has great action though. Got that weird blade grind though. I don't know about all that. Got a recurve and everything. I probably ought to sell this. Not really my knife. So that'll make it easy to find a place for it. Put it in the sell bag. I had to strop this last night because it was getting dull. But it's back to super sharp again. Alright. Let's go back and look at some more stuff here. Close up this case and get it back out of the way. Oh yeah. The Malibu needs to go in here next to the other Protect. That was my problem. So something else needs to come out. Dang it. I guess I'm going to pull out my... I don't know. These two maybe? I don't want to pull out, no, not that one. Wait a minute. I've got enough spots. Alright, I've got enough now. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, move these two over. Move this one back. Now my Protects. Alright, sorry. I was having to rearrange. Good morning, Robin. Rearrange some cases. Alright, back to where we were for a second. See if anything else exciting is going on. DEFCON Recon Jungle Knife. Yeah, I wasn't impressed. I got one DEFCON knife and I didn't really like it all that much. DEFCON Jungle. I like that milled side. Why did they do that? D2 blade steel and titanium for $92. What's up with the black and the green? 8.75 inches. Says it's titanium, but maybe it is. It's just blackwashed. Looks like it has the same milling pattern, maybe. Maybe that's two different knots. No, I don't know. What's going on with that? I haven't seen that one either. I haven't been to the DEFCON website in a while. Looks like they like holes and stuff. I don't mind that green color one. But man, what a weird group of knives there. His has the giant blade hole. That's a different one. That wasn't even the right one. Where's the one with the giant blade hole? This is a jungle also? What's going on with their... Mako series, Shark series. Yeah, I don't know what that one is. What is this one? center pivot lock. Got to be a pivot lock. Looks way too much like a button to not be. Well, that's a weird thing. Anybody seen one of those? I don't know why they picked that blade shape. Yeah, Ed, I do need a standby case for knives that come in that I haven't sorted yet. How much is that knife? $250. What is up with their website? Why is it half and half? And it's terrible. Where's that big one with the blade hole? There it is. JK series. Recon. $225. Yeah, that's a weird one. All right. Well, that led us down a path. What has he got going on here? A Venom. What is this? Maybe he tells down here. Montesa, that's the Venom. Oh, that's a mole set? Yeah, I thought it might have been. Is that a decay or what is that middle one? What do we got going on with the middle one? Kaiser top sale. Oh yeah. I'm so used to not getting the full dress version that didn't pay attention. Yeah, I just don't like how it curved. I don't like that blade shape. That's one of the only Kaisers I've seen recently that I don't really like. Winter pudding. First integral initial thoughts. What are his? I'm not a huge on crossbar locks anymore, but this feels surprisingly good. Yep, it is surprisingly good. There's the plain one. Mine are at the local post office, and we will be delivered tomorrow. So we'll get to check those out tomorrow. How much is he selling that Overlord, that Beckettson for? $120. Wow. Bull Dixon arrived. All right, let's go back. What do y'all want to look at today? Laid back Sunday. Y'all give me something new to look at. Let's go to Instagram and see if. Oh yeah, let's see if we can find a clone of this real quick. Where's a good picture of it? There's a good picture. Let me grab that. Boom. Boom. AliExpress. Paste. Boom. Search. Well, we got some multi-tools. We need a backed out picture. I don't know why it zooms up that much. Let me see here. Try to make it where it's not so the only thing in the picture. It still cropped it. Why does it do that? Why won't it let me change the crop? Huh. Well, what is it called again? Venture Portable Sharpener. All right. I'm surprised nobody's made one of those yet. Got to be out there. Definitely not called the Venture, though. Well, enough of that. Yeah, I've got one of those too, Ed. That's why I was asking how much he was selling it for. I was wondering how much I could get out of mine. I'm right there with you. Somebody can definitely have one if they want it. All right, I don't see that sharpener, so I'm going to move on. Instagram. Anything cool going on Instagram with the knives? Good old toolbox knife storage. Oh, am I imagining things, or did I see Sever's knife on a video yesterday? Can somebody tell me if I did see that? And if so, I want to go look at it again. Gross. What a gross knife. Just kidding. Not a gross one. There's those magnetic strips like I got too. With those mirrors, that looks pretty cool. I think it was on the maybe it was on this page. Yeah. There's Sever's knife. Does it say prototype on it? Prototype. So yeah, I love the knife. That's the one Sever designed. But I did notice something that I hadn't noticed before once it got built. And that is that the end where the blade is down there looks kind of wide across with the blade and the handle when it's closed. I hadn't noticed that until you get, to looking at it. But right there across there is kind of wide. Most knives come down more. That corner is kind of sharp, but it's got to be for it to look so nice when it's open. Yeah, across there is a little wide, but, you know, it all falls into place when it's open. But I'm kind of wondering, the pivot is way offset, so I'm wondering if because the blade was wider than the handle, that's why they had to offset the pivot so much, and that caused the blade to stick out more on this side. If they could have got if the handles were a little bigger, then I don't think it would stick out that far. But yeah, I love the look of it. Beautiful knife. Well, congrats there, Sever. I knew I saw it yesterday, but I had a bad time sleeping yesterday, so I couldn't remember if I had a dream about it or if I really did see it. Yes, I really did see it. Speak of the devil, there's Sever 7 with that knife he showed us on stream the other day. Not interested. Grateful. Got a voodoo. It's a nice pattern on that Zippo too. There's our buddy Bob showing off some pins and EDC stuff. I don't know what that is, but unfollow it. Well, that's a beaut. Wow, that gilded work. Pretty wild. Go check out some of his stuff. Still worthy of kings. Co-Bunny, there you go. There's your sword. Robin, I don't think I did. Uh, did you post it? I don't see it in the knife pics. Maybe it's on your Instagram. I don't know. Is that it? Razorback? Let me see what your link takes me to. Oh, yeah. I got to it right before you sent the link. Definitely a cool knife. Razorback, huh? I like the poon. I hate Instagram and videos and cropping. So who makes that one? Uh, That's not it. Wow, what a garbage knife that is. Yeah, reverse poon. I had to SDK Razorback. Super Mini Razorback. That one's pretty wild looking. Whoops. What happened? Why can't y'all see what's going on? Oh my goodness. I'm in the wrong window. See if I can get it dragged back over here. Yeah. I was over there. Thought y'all could see it. That's one of his knives. Guess that was the Rain, maybe? What we got here? Shiru, Duckling, Hemlock, Ragnarok, and an SDK Rain at the bottom. Yeah, that was a Rain down here that we looked at too. Pretty fancy looking knives. Morning projectiles are sharp. Yeah, that's a beautiful knife. Thank you for giving me these to look at, because I hadn't followed him on Instagram, and now I have. Tonto Claymore. Yeah, he's got some crazy good looking knives. Huh. I sold my shocker. I didn't know he made the shocker. I used to have a shocker. I sold it. I sold it to Sever 7, I think. You got your Padre on you. And the relative with the Ultim scales. That's awesome. Y'all don't mind smashing that like button. That would be awesome. Since they're trying to screw me on YouTube. I posted a couple of pictures of couple of these pictures last night. It's a beautiful knife. I had to do some tuning on it last night. It was definitely not drop shut either, but now it is. I got it tuned just about perfect. Let me put some of these back up. We'll get something else out. Can't believe they sold out of these cases on Amazon. That makes me upset I didn't buy another one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to Do they still have them on their website? I hope so. Guess we can go find out real quick. Case Club. CaseClub.com. But where's the 90? Well, I don't even see knife cases listed. Dang, that sucks they got rid of the Case Club 90. Aha, hold on. Collecting, watch. Knife cases, here we go. 90. Free shipping. I have to get it straight from them because they sold out. Prime eligible. Aha! I got them back. I need to order another one before they sell out, and I'm really mad. There's the link, drummer. If you want to grab another one. 1 to 2 months. Usually ships within 1 to 2 months. It says free delivery January 30th to March 8th. Yeah, I would rather save the 20-something bucks. 20-ish bucks getting it on Amazon, though. Out of stock. So that you can't even order one on their website. Let me put my email in. Dang it. Can't type this morning. Yeah, 1 to 2 months is crazy. I love that case, though. Robin, you got some bangers, buddy. That's a beautiful knife, too. Oh, there's that QK knife. That's a beautiful knife, too. That's got my blade shape, except for the recurve. All right, what else are we going to look at this morning? This laid back Sunday. I was getting something else out of here, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, yeah. No. I opened the wrong case. I was putting knives back up. Ugh. Yeah, I've got a bunch of knives on the magnet back here behind me that I need to get rid of, too. I mean, find a home for. Bunch of random knives. Got that removable blade. 9-tie EDC. I got my drift clone. I got that Steelcraft knife. I got the little Protec Oligarch. I got a shipwrecked knife. These are all up on the magnet behind me. I got my garbage Gerber. I got one of those P-Fowls, Shanzhou. I've got a random Flissa. Got a random Arius clone. I got my two Svord peasant knives. And I got my Olitans. And then I got this Massalong knife randomly laying around. But those were all on the magnet behind me on the wall, and they got to go somewhere too. This knife absolutely stinks. Why would you have a crossbar lock that was assisted? Close. Dang it. What a garbage knife. Yeah, the saloon looks enticing to me, especially for the price. Williams looked at these knives a few times at Shanzhou P-Fowl. That's a pretty cool little knife. I've got two of them. This one is for sale for cheap. Pretty cool knife. This one needs to go with these other cheap clones. Needs to go with this one. And this one. And then there's somewhere over here is my... Oh, here it is. Needs to go with this one. My Adam clone. So those go together. This needs to go in the trash. These need to go back in a case together. I was going to attempt to make one of these kind of knives before I made the fixed blade. I thought it would be an easy first folding knife to make. I refinished the wood on this one and put some lacquer on it. These are pretty cool knives though. And then this is one of my D2 ones. I've got like 3 of these. If anybody wants one of these, I've got a bunch of them. See you later, William. William, you don't want this Shanzhou? You've looked at it on Amazon like 3 or 4 times. You sure you don't want it? It's that Shanzhou P-Fowl. This little Massalong knife is a nice knife if it wasn't made out of steel. If this was titanium, this would be a nice little knife. And then I like the interchangeable blades on this thing, and this thing's got pretty good action. What are we talking about? The purple nurple? All right. Those got to go back in a case. I got to clear up the magnet behind me for my new stuff I get in. This needs to go to a happy home. Somebody wants a shipwreck knife. You can have a nice one for cheap. I've got to sell a bunch of knives. I really like this drift clone. It didn't get much love from people, but for 25 bucks, you can't beat this little thing. Off to TKL. Oh, you have one? You finally bought one? That's awesome. All right. I don't care if we end the stream early today. If y'all don't have nothing else you want to talk about, I'm going to relax today. I've worked way too many days the last month. I still got to get one of those eventually. Yeah, Explorer NF. Has any of y'all gotten that knife? I figured somebody here would have bought one of those. Let's see. Is the pre-order still going? $14 to upgrade the skiffs. Milled pattern. Oh, I don't want the milled one unless it was... I wonder if I could ask for a milled one in plain. Of course not. I bet those bearings work just fine. Okay, Bill. Yeah, you can have one for sure. I've got like 3 or 4 of them. I will definitely shoot you a message about this. I've got the blue ones and the gray ones. I've got an M390 one too that I would probably get rid of. Yeah, I'll tell you a knife that is a total waste to get skiffs on. And I know because I've owned both versions. One without skiffs and one with skiffs. And that's that Kamano. It's got the most buttery action with the factory bearings. I mean, it's just perfect drop shut. Skiffs wouldn't help this knife one bit. But the other one I had skiffs in it, and I almost want to say this one feels better. You can see it just drops like. But yeah, I'm really proud of the flipper tab delete I did on this one. I got that curve like perfect. But anyway, it's good to be proud of stuff you do, I guess. Just not overly proud of it. But yeah, this knife does not need skiffs. But I did tune this one last night. It was a little bad on the drop. And now I've got it where it just about hydraulically drops. And the reverse flick on this knife is not the best either, because of how close it is to the scales over here and how far forward it is. But I love the looks of this knife. I mean, this knife is super, super clean looking. I love the flat part under the clip too. It worked really good again. Didn't get snagged. Snug. But yeah, I'm liking both. I'm liking their knives so far. These two are super cool. The Atom and the Drift for $20 each or something, $25. Throw this in a toolbox somewhere and beat it to death for $25. Oh, speaking of that, did y'all see the thing Michael posted in the Discord about Where did you post that, Michael? About that test with the rust? Was it in randomness? No. What about this article I posted? FBI seizes $40 million collection of MotoGP bikes. They found it in a... Might as well just show it to you. They found this in a warehouse in Mexico. The FBI seized $40 million. And look at them as they pulled them out of a warehouse in Mexico. Just lined up. Crazy money. Yeah, there's a reward for up to $15 million for information on this guy's arrest. They just straight went in and took all his bikes. They can't find him yet. Ryan James Wedding. Is a Canadian alleged drug lord. He represented Canada at the 2002 Winter Olympics. Wow. He had $40 million worth of motorcycles. I'd say he's doing pretty good if those are just sitting in a warehouse in Mexico. And then the article that Michael posted, maybe it's in the modding channel. No? Where in the heck is it? With all the rust. Oh, here it is. It was in general. So did y'all see this post on the Discord in the Vosti Knife group on Facebook? So they left the salt mist on at Christmas, and then they forgot about it, and it was running for an extra week. Vanex was the only one on the left that looked normal, but the other four, M390, LMAX, S35 VN, and 14C 28N, all looked like that at the end of it. Audiolitis. Morning, sir. But I thought that was a wild test. Drummer, it couldn't look worse than any of those other ones. M390, S35 VN, LMAX, 14C 28N. Yeah. Same environment, same neglect, very different outcomes. Yeah, that Vanex really held up. That's what it's made for, I guess, huh? Not sure. Bill, post your pics over in the knife pics section. I mean, I don't mind if you post them over here, but they'll stay over here. Ed, got some great ones coming. Yeah, I really like that Synapse. All right. What else we got? Oh, I sent a link to these. Oh, they're unavailable. Never mind. Flissa had a couple that were on special for $13. They had the liner lock version and the button lock version. Oh, the button lock one is still available for $13. But if y'all need a little cheap $13 knife, there it is. I don't guess we need that. But I did share that in the links channel. I didn't realize you got in your Aperian Bladeworks Ganondorf clone, Mr. Ed. You got pretty good shipping time on it, didn't you? Because I just sent you the link like a couple of weeks ago. What's up with that bookshelf? How is that? Oh, it's just it's a fake picture. It's a tapestry. Well, it fooled me for a minute. I was like, how are you going to get that? Yeah, we talked about Hot Ones that day when we were talking about the YouTube awards. Hey, here's those Ulti clips for $2 with free shipping. What else we got in the sales department here? Metal cube spinning. What is going on with this thing? You got one of those, Ed? How does that spin? I want to see the video. New boost version. A weird looking little fidget contraption. I got some weird stuff when you go through the budget section. Wow, 46 in 1. Check out that thing. That thing's pretty wild. $6 and free shipping. Oh, that's for the 8-in-1. Wow. What in the world? $115. Oh, there's the electric one. $27. $93. Wait a minute. That one's $12? What's the difference? What is that little thing? I got some wild stuff nowadays. That one comes in a little double barrel holder thing. Ooh, weird. What do we got here? A hidden... That's either for drugs or super paranoid people. Ah, it's for pills. Told you. For drugs. Storing and protecting your precious smalls. Shh. Did it really just say keep it away from your wife? Keep it away from your wife. Look at her looking in the door at that bottom picture. What are you doing in there, Henry? What is going on in life? Now we just straight up promote products to hide from your wife. Nothing to see here. Just move on. It's a Sharpie. But don't let your wife see it. And those diamonds you got in it. That's pretty wild. And what is this? A Lego military man? Whoa. Yeah, I swear, going through this $1.99 section, or this cheap section, pretty entertaining sometimes. Hey, what's up with this thing? I kind of like that for $4. Stone washed. That would probably come in handy to have at least one of. There's one of those mats I was talking about for my electronics that I've got. I've got the big one with the little door on it that opens up. I don't even see it on here. Yeah, I got that one with the 3 little compartments. Except it's bigger than that. Yeah, I don't know which one I've got, but I've got one like these. But I use that mat when I'm doing electronic work. I just don't use it when I'm doing knife stuff. But for knife stuff, it would be awesome too. But it's more for electronics. I've got a degree in electronics engineering, so I've been known to sit at a soldering station for a long time, taking apart and fixing electronics. And I've got my mat set up in there. But it would work great for knives. See what else we got, EDC. There's a little tiny knife. What is it? Looks like I think somebody had one of those. Oh, it's a clicky thing. All right. Some weird stuff. We got here portable mini tactical knife necklace. What is this sheath? What's going on here? Oh, that's just yeah, that's weird. Knife goes in it sideways and it goes on your belt. Morning, Pete. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that thing. But I like that clip. I need to add one of these to my cart. Add to my picks. What else would I add up here? Something else. I don't remember what it was. Guess I could add one of those. Add one more for free shipping. That thing is hilarious, though. I cannot believe they put keep it away from your wife. And that picture of her in the corner. store your pills or your pre-rolled dollar for your diamonds. That's pretty wild. Adjustable ratchet. It's a cool little fingertip ratchet. Bet you could really get some torque with that thing, with that bigger one. Add that to my picks. Can I pick more than 3? Or do I have to check out with 3? Getting 3 random things for $10 is very addictive. What is that, a caliper pin? What? What do we got going on here? I hadn't seen one of those before. That's pretty convenient. Huh. I hadn't seen one of those either. Thor's hammer. I wonder how big these are. Pretty big looking for $6. 7 inches across. So yeah, that would hold a big knife. 4.6-inch long knife fits in it. I don't see how they can manufacture that and ship it for free for $6. China's a crazy place. China is a wild place. So the government subsidizes their shipping and helps them ship stuff out to other countries. So that's partly how they can ship things they manufacture for $6 all the way across the world. What other little EDC stuff we got down here today? A bunch of weird stuff today. Kind of like the ones with the clip and seal. Not bad. $13. Laser pointers. What do we got? Folding knives, $5. Hey, there's some brass dice, $4. Two pieces. See if I can add more to my picks. Yes. So $11 for 4 things now. Raspberry Pi Pico. What do y'all know about a Pico? I got one over in a drawer over here somewhere. Oh, there's those little screwdrivers for $4. I need to grab another one of those anyway. Might as well add a few more of these little things to my picks. Those wrenches are pretty wild. All right, let's go back to knives. EDC stuff is kind of worn out. San Mai. That's weird. What we got here? Wow, $12 for that. I've got that a set almost just like that. Actually, I think it's the same as the one that's on my table right here. I think it's pretty much, except it opens up different, huh? That's weird. I thought it was just like this one. It is, kinda. This part all looks the same. In that one picture. And then I think this other side, yeah, they're just showing both sides in that one picture. It's the same as the one I got, because the other side looks like this. Oh, and here's a little magnetic thing. Pete, he told me I need one of these. This is a magnetic screw mat. And it comes with this little case. But those little sets are pretty good. For $12, you can't beat it. It's got all the little pry tools. And I forgot it's got those pry tools in there that I could use. It's got all the little things for phone repair. Yeah, it's got all the pry tools and little opening picks and suction cups. Copy link. It won't let me. These little picks things are weird to find. You have to. Yeah, it won't let me copy the link or even find the link. But here's the title. You ought to be able to find it by this. Whoops. Let's see if this keyword will find it. There's the keyword. Whoops. I'm going to put the keyword right there, and then we'll see if that actually finds it in AliExpress. Yes. That will find it in AliExpress. I need to check out. I need to leave this up so that be able to check out. So I'll close other windows. I guess we're going to start winding this one down. Today. But that link should lead you to that precision driver set. I mean, those keywords on AliExpress. This thing has pretty good action, though. CMB made blades. Let's go look at what else they offer before we leave here. CMB made blades. Do they have an Instagram? Sure they do. CMB made knives. They have giveaways and all kinds of stuff. What's their website? cmbmadeknives.com. Folding knives, tie, and carbon fiber. Here we go. I have a couple that I like. That's the one I've got, Sasori. That's the one on the table. Did not realize it cost that much on their website. Wow. All right. Well, I don't need to look at one I've already got, so let's look at these other ones. They have one called I guess it's not made out of titanium though. Predator axis lock. Don't want an axis lock. Devourer. They're all either button locks or axis locks. Where are the frame locks? The only ones are these. And these weird spiky looking ones. Oh, we got one more with carbon fiber. Here we go. The daggone. Yeah, that's a weird looking knife too. Looks alright. But they have the ones on Amazon. You type in CMB made knives. They have one I like. They have a couple I like. Yeah, there's a better price for the Sasori, $130 instead of $260. CMB made blades had some other ones. I don't know. It might have been the Predator that I liked, and I was in a phase where I didn't mind a button lock or a... Do any of them have a good forward choil? No. They all got weird little cutouts. Alright, forget that. Don't want to see him be made. Other than the one I got. This thing has buttery action though. It's just too little for me. Y'all can see how my hand just kind of swallows it up. It's gone. What knife? I can still get 4 fingers on it, surprisingly. Pretty wild how small it is, but I don't know. Looks tiny next to other knives though. Pretty wild. Well, all right, guys. Hope y'all have a great rest of your Sunday. I'm going to relax and ding on this thing all day. Yeah, this thing's annoying. This thing's addictive. But it does sound like it did in the video, so that's pretty cool. And there's one way that it tings better than all the other ones. I think it's this side. I don't know. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. I will see y'all tomorrow to start off another week. And I hope y'all have a great Sunday. Yep, grind mode is engaged. Laid back mode is engaged today. These things are pretty fun, though. I will have to admit. To just sit here and play with at work. All right, guys. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.